Factsverse presents. A family adopts a 5-year-old girl, but when she learns to speak English, they discover the horrifying truth. You might want to go ahead and click that like button now, because trust me, you're gonna want to. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss more of our videos. There are millions of children who need a home, and there are many parents who are willing to give these children a home. Some parents adopt because they can't have children. There are others who already have kids, but they still adopt. It's because these parents know that there are so many children in need. And that was the case with Jessica and Adam Davis. They already had 4 children of their own, but since they had so much more love to give, they decided to help a child who was suffering and in desperate need of a real family. Unfortunately, they got a bit more than they bargained for. This family was happy adopting a 5-year-old girl, but then that girl learned English and confessed something haunting. In 2015, the couple contacted the European Adoption Consultants, the EAC. Jessica and Adam believed that this agency would give them a child who came from a country where war, famine, and abuse were common. They were told that there was a 5-year-old girl named Namada from Uganda who desperately needed a home. The agency told them that the little girl's mother severely neglected her and her father had passed away. The agency said that the little girl never received any formal education, she was abused, traumatized, and she was severely malnourished. They were under the impression that the girl needed to escape her situation immediately if she was going to have a happy, normal life. Well, when they first brought Namada home, she didn't speak any English at all. They felt horrible for the little girl because it was impossible for her to communicate with her new family. Jessica and Adam were patient with the little girl, though, and after about 6 months, she knew enough English that she could finally begin communicating with her new family. Unfortunately, what Namada started telling them was horrifying. The couple felt horrible for her due to what she had been through. However, they never expected to hear what she told them. According to Namada, she did not come from an abusive family or a poor family. She had a loving mother at home who used to walk her to school every day. The couple couldn't believe that this little girl was taken from a happy and loving home. According to Jessica, the only trauma that Namada went through was that they placed an order for a child and Namada was selected. Namada's mother had no idea that her daughter was being taken away forever. She was told that the EAC would be sending her daughter to the United States for no longer than 2 years, where she would live with a foster family and get an excellent education. She was under the impression that her daughter would be coming back home in a couple of years. When Jessica and Adam found out what really happened, they contacted the authorities immediately. They were referred to the State Department, who checked into the story. When it was determined that Namada was telling the truth, the couple realized they couldn't keep her. As much as they loved her, they knew that she belonged with her mother. They had the adoption process reversed, and Namada was reunited with her mother. When the State Department did some checking into the EAC, they discovered that Jessica and Adam's adoption wasn't the only one like this. They found that there were many other children who had been taken from their parents under the pretense that the children would be returning home after receiving a formal education in the U.S. After a full investigation of the agency, the State Department shut them down immediately. They also worked to find the children and the families that the EAC placed them with and worked to send these children back home to their real families. When the word of the story got out, CNN News interviewed Jessica and Adam. Jessica stated that legally they could have kept Namada, but Jessica just couldn't do it. She said that this little girl wasn't something that they bought in a store that they now owned. She was a beautiful child who was missing her mother. As much as it saddened them to let her go, they knew that it was the right thing to do. Subscribe for more.